for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between our visitors and the Washington football team. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards down.
Pickup on the play.
Johnson.
Down, Crusaders.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Johnson on the
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running from the gun, Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Tua going to try and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll run it with Johnson. For a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson taking it in. And then, now these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
The score, Crusaders 7, Washington nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He may try and run for this. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the run, Watson going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And 4 at the 44-yard line.
Watson now to throw. That is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 8. Line him up.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7-0.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Tua. Screen play, Johnson. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
4 down. Hey, switch gears. Under 10, 10. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Carried by number 24.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And a give this time to the tailback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
4 down. Mike 8. Say. 31. Jeff 31. 24.
Now Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. O.J. Howard, 29 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. Here's Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
It's just me and you. Slap.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Carry on Johnson on the carry. Landon Collins made the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So that'll back them up 5. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for first and goal. following the penalty. It's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Johnson again. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Third and goal at the 4-yard line. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1-yard line.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Complete to number 24. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the 50, it's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but down. So we've come upon halftime here in this SEC divisional round matchup. As we'll
It's at full speed, hard to do.
Watch the safety creep. Whip. Watch the whip. He's crashing. He's checking.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Into heaven. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Tua. Sutton, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Crusaders.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On the ground, this is Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Johnson on the counter. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Carry on Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they try the right side here. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
17 yards.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Two to throw again. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton. 45 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal.
Phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Crusaders 24. Washington 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They begin with a quick throw out left. Throws. Touchdown, Washington. Rico Gafford, 74 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see them from a...
Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 and now on 1st down. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Crusaders.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
On the carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Good work to pick up 7 yards there into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Carry on Johnson, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Crusaders 31, Washington 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And they give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And now here is another interception.
You gotta love it, baby. Give us some
Harrison. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
There you go.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And we'll see if they can do it here. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 31's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. 31's the mic. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Motion, motion. I got one. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Joey Sly.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Tua going to keep on the option. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On the keeper.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments in this one. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another
Take off your
interception.
helmet and give me a kiss next
Picked
time.
off at the 12. And some room to maneuver. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.